Grand Rising, you
Right.
beautiful, beautiful Elizabeth, and everybody's an Elizabeth because everybody want to be loved. Today is December the 22nd, and as that we're coming in the midst of the heaviness of the holidays for the next 10 days. Everybody's getting ready to celebrate over the weekend and then continue through Kwanzaa. So we are getting ready. My co-host, beautiful young Lali Mariah, and we are here. She's here in her royalty.
Yes.
I'm in my royal age, gray. Like the beautiful gray hair that my queen over here, Mama Evelyn, has. Beautiful hair. And Stacy is getting her locks tightened. So she's in the
Ooh.
background. Oh, yes. So I want to share Check Yourself is the name of the card that I'm going to be reading from. It's by one of my partners that has been in what do you call it? Missing in action. And but she created this. And I'm going to read. Check yourself. As you move through and to new experiences, going into the new year, right? Awarenesses and awakenings at every turn, there comes a point when you should check in with what you think and feel about where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Allow these cards to assist you in doing that. Okay, each card will guide you to become more in tune with how you experience life. And then just pick one daily. Okay, so that was, I'm going to get another one. Okay, I'll go grab this. Imagine. Imagine things being different. Imagine loving your body just the way it is. Imagine others loving it too. Imagine doing something that brings you joy. Imagine that everything you need will be provided. Imagine there is a heaven
Mm.
and it's right here on earth. Imagine being loved and giving love in return. Imagine that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Imagine.
I love that. I
Mm-hmm.
love that. I think it's I mean, honestly, all of that can go together. You know, thinking about reflecting was what the first card was talking about reflecting,
Mm-hmm.
taking time. And when you're about to walk into something new, especially taking that time to reflect and see where you are. And when you realize where you are, you can begin to imagine how you want to move forward, how you want to add something, how you want to change something, how you want to see your life in the new age that is coming. And I think that's really empowering to think about it in that way,
Mm-hmm.
which that
Absolutely.
makes me want to share a little bit about what I'm going to share later, but I'm gonna come back to
Mm-hmm.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then in what you were saying to just reflect on um in the reflection, how did you get where you are? How did
Hmm.
how did what was that thing that yeah that got you there or started that route, that road in your life? Or and I don't want to go like way well when I was 3 years old, this happened and da da da. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like in the last, let's say 5 years, 5 years, or last year. that you wasn't doing a particular thing, and when you put that in place, it turned that curve, whether it went zoom like that or just moved it over just a little bit to align you. I'm see if I can find that. So yeah, what were those things that, yeah, what were those things? And what made them happen, or how did you feel when that particular thing happened? Especially the ones that are putting you on the course that you want to be on, you know, or when and what was that thing that you removed that wasn't serving you anymore, you know, like what we were meditating with Rev yesterday with Michael Beckwith. What are those things?
Well, you already know it's Grand Rising Elizabeth from the start
To now.
and Reverend Omani, Course in Miracles, realizing, because I think I was stuck in, gotta do it all myself. I'm 60 some years old. How am I gonna get it all done? No, and realizing, oh my gosh, the humanitarian portion, giving that more thought, that broadened my horizon.
Yeah.
I don't have to do it all myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm already thinking of Mariana's daughter, and oh yeah, I got some work for girlfriend. You know, and other young ladies her age, just, you know, we'll do it in the summertime, or don't know, maybe we'll be, I'll be able to put up a heated tent on the lot, and we can start even earlier than the spring. But yeah, and then I was thinking, I'm pretty organized, but I want to be even more organized to where I know exactly where everything is. There are things that they're labeled, but I was looking for a corner punch, and it sort of looks, it's the line is by Memory Keepers. It's not this. I cannot find it. I said, did I give it away because I thought I wouldn't use it again, or I've looked all over, and that bugs me anyway. But someone to help me organize my space, and then realizing in the past few days, first thing I'm gonna start on is researching tiny houses, companies to build me a space of my own.
Or those, are you looking into the
container houses?
Containers as a tiny house?
I want to see what works best for me. I want to see what works best for me.
You're talking about
and realizing
in the lot next to you, or somewhere?
Yeah, right in the back of Sheena. Well, she wants to move from here. She wants to move into. She said she wants a house. She said not a whole lot bigger than this, but she wants her own bathroom, and she wants RJ to have his own bathroom. And I say, so y'all have that house, and I'll have the guest house back. Yeah, and starting to put things together so that when we move into our space where we, with Queen Aduni, and we have that space for doing artwork, and it's ongoing everyday thing, like I think I'm gonna keep most of this load of wallpaper sample books, because they're all pretty awesome. Not so much texture and really nice stuff. And I was thinking, to send out letters again, or thank you notes again, to people, and really, it'll be really happy mail, because the envelope will be beautiful.
Oh yeah.
card inside will be something handmade,
Mhm.
you know, and to just, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Okay.
this has changed, meditating and realizing putting a spiritual practice into practice, actually,
Yeah.
for gathering information has ceased. It's now to do
Mm-hmm.
the work. And since I've been doing the work, I feel I've changed.
Mm-hmm.
I've changed. I feel I've changed.
Oh, Shay, that's beautiful.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. And the spiritual practice that of daily really getting in tune with yourself and with um with the Holy Spirit, just really walking and talking and just as yourself and stuff has been really it it's like all of us doing it together,
Mhm.
there are no rules or anything. It's like we just getting the information and just sucking it up and like, oh, I don't have to believe like that. I don't have to think like that anymore. And I am
Mhm.
has been really broadened since the sisters have been coming together.
Mhm.
The I am and loving that I am, that
Mhm.
are, I mean, I consider myself, I told my granddaughter, I'm really a cool sister. I'm really cool. Really, if you're my friend, you got a good friend. And
Mhm.
so even more now that in understanding when I started reading Conversation with God and those many of those books, it just like opened me up and opened my relationship, opened my heart, and anything that comes my way, I know. I mean, I figured I could deal with it anyway, but now, ooh, it's like that thing that comes with age. And my
Mhm.
aunt said, she said, I want you to, get the two of them together so they can, get clear. My mom and my aunt, they was dealing with forgiveness of the family before they wanted that taken care of. And I said, well, Anita, they might. And she said, baby, don't nothing bother me. At that age, she was 8. It don't bother me, whatever way, wherever they are, they're just working through or walking through that. So, from my understanding, because I've been really listening to the my Aquarian, being an Aquarian and being full Aquarian because I'm February 1. So I'm not near Capricorn, I'm not near Sagittarius. I am right there. Not
Mhm.
Sagittarius, Capricorn and Pisces. Pisces and I'm right in there. And this is the Aquarian age, and so I'm feeling that. And Aquarians are humanitarians, so I'm walking into that, and just super excited that I get to see all these um, ideas that have been given to me over my lifetime will be and are being manifested, in a fullness of being able to help people, which is really what's important to me, is being able. I mean, I love when I hear you guys, when I hear you sisters talking about manifesting what you're doing, it brings me a lot of joy because I know I create the space and the opportunities, and that's what God has put before me
Mhm.
because I celebrate you. I don't get jealous of nobody. I
Right.
celebrate
Right.
whatever you're doing because I cannot do what you do exactly how you're doing it. So why would I even get jealous? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like the fact that I really wish more of the women I see on like the reality shows had this in their life.
mhm.
A space of no judgment, I'm not sleeping with your man. I'm not trying to sleep with your man. I'm not criticizing everything you say and do and wanting to fight you and snatch your wig off and none of that. I, I didn't grow up being a badass. I remember being in middle school and my cousin and I didn't get along very well because she was 12 and she was so fast. And I remember her and another cousin saying they were gonna beat my ass. And we went to the same, and then the tallest girl in the school and her friend Debbie said, "No, you're not. You're not gonna touch her." And from then on, we were fast friends, and nobody messed with me. God just wasn't about that life. It wasn't about that life. So, yeah.
How about you, Lolly?
What is the question that I'm answering?
I know, it's just talking about things that, how your life has
changed and evolved.
over the years that yeah. What is that thing that caused your route to either here, you're going here and then sometimes you go like this or sometimes you go like that? Good, bad, or indifferent in the sense that it definitely shifted things for you.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of different moments in life where things shifted. Whether that was when I couldn't keep my full scholarship at my first university, or um when I couldn't I guess, or the most recent thing when I didn't move back to New Orleans immediately. It's the certain things in life that happen, but they change the direction, but they also were a part of who I am and who I became. So like with the college situation, losing the scholarship, my grades weren't bad, but they weren't where they needed to be to keep a full scholarship. And losing that scholarship put me in check. Talking about check yourself. It put me in check because it made me realize that no one owes me anything.
Yeah.
And now that if I want something, I have to work twice as hard because you can't extend it. You can't be holding out. Like if I were to, I could have been like, well, I'm gonna take my time in college and spend an extra year, extra 2 years to finish my degree, my first degree. But that would have costed more money for me. That would have been more in loans. That would have been more that I didn't have. So I had to switch my mindset and I changed my work ethic because at that point I knew that I wanted to graduate and I knew that there was a lot more that I wanted from my life, but I also knew that I couldn't keep the same lackadaisical I guess approach. Yeah. And that alone changed me entirely. I had to prove something and not necessarily prove it to anyone else, even though sometimes it felt like it. Like, I got to prove that I can still finish college in 4 years. I got to prove that I'm smart. I got to prove that I'm Black excellence, even though I don't go to HBCU anymore. I have to prove this. But it wasn't really for anybody else because, in truth, nobody cared about. I mean, not to say it like this, but also nobody cares what you do.
Right. It is.
But I had to prove it. Yeah, but I had to prove it to myself that I actually took life seriously, that I took my goals seriously, that I wanted to do. I really was going to do what I said I was going to do. And so that was huge. And then even the most recent thing, as I was mentioning, not going to New Orleans immediately. I'm still in this shift right now because I don't really know exactly, when or if I'm supposed to be going down there soon, as far as to stay. Um, but I'm being open to um I'm being open to creating value wherever I am. And since I'm in Detroit, I have to also just be open and accepting of the opportunities that have been arising for me just because I'm still here.
Mhm.
And although it doesn't look exactly like I was planning on it to look, it's still something that's really, really important for my life. So whatever direction I'm going, maybe I can't quite see it, but I got rerouted, but I'm on the right path.
Yeah,
So I'm not
yeah,
sure. I don't really know. I don't have the map like all the way. I just know I gotta just turn left. Okay. Don't know what's next. Just let me know when to turn right or stay straight. Like I don't know.
yeah.
And that's where it is. So reflecting, yes, I can reflect on how I got to this point, and I can reflect on those moments where I knew that a change was necessary, and when I made those changes, how things worked out in my favor, even when I didn't know how they were going to work out. So, yeah, those I think those were some two significant times in
Mhm.
my life.
Mhm. Mhm. I know when one thing that caused a change, I knew that that was going to happen was, and I say this, I don't know if the Queen Loctician is listening, but when doing hair, um, I'm just gonna say I'm with I'm Sheila Hale with Everett's Natural Beauty School and Salon, and have been uh doing hair forever, and companies over 40 something years. So we talking about my hands and my fingers, and when they began to lock, I dealt with the carpal tunnel, just prayed them, just you prayed them all away, lay hands, boom, they was gone 2 times. And but as I stepped into the 60s and especially in the 65, it's like I would be twisting, going, doing, locking or all that, braiding, and then my finger would just lock. It would lock, and I would like, oh my God. And then more and more, it would begin to do those locking to the point where I knew there was a change. I had to back off of doing hair. And to the point where now I think I have about maybe 4 clients. And
Mhm.
even that, if I did like I did Grand Rising Mama Head, and when I did her braids, boy, it was when I got to the last section, it was like, oh gosh, because I could feel that my fingers, beginning to do that. So that caused a change in what I'm going to do. I need to move into something else, right? And then one of the things, like I have a family owned and operated business. My family works there. And we've been very successful in working together and going through, when people are at odds with one another, we have not, we're a pretty cool family. But I asked God, I said, okay, so it's like even though I had to train them in doing hair, natural hair and such, we've been together and stuff. And I said, and I've been like, I'm the oldest sister and stuff. And so I've been in leadership of my family for a long time. I said, Lord, okay, we've done that. I've done that. I want to see, can I pull strangers together and make that happen? Make us gel together and all of that. So this has been it's been beautiful, because what I'm finding is that I still attract like-minded people, the same
Mhm.
spirit. that I have, you know, and I take responsibility for what shows up because I'm the draw, I'm the magnet. You are the magnet of what that thing is that God has put in you. And so what are you attracting? I love, you guys are beautiful. So I love my personality because look what shows up. You all show up. And that's really important, that who is showing up in your life, and then the ones that are knuckleheads, like, why are you showing up, you know? And then how do you deal with the knuckleheads that come in, you know? My husband says that in life you have to have petty tyrants. They help you develop. They help you to see what works and what is not working. And I was saying that one time I went and God showed me this big old place. You know, it was a UAW hall because I'm an event planner and having shows and all that kind of stuff. And then I end up at this little loft down here. It's not even the one that I'm in now, but it was a smaller one, but it was beautiful. And I said, I'm standing there and I said, okay, Lord, why am I here? When you were showing me, and I went in the building and walked around, did the business plan and all that kind of stuff. And that's when God said, it is where you're going to find out who you want to work with and who you don't want to work with. And not in I don't like you, but whole nother area. And then so then when I looked at this other building, I said, now how? Okay, now I'm in this big old space, or planning to be in this big old space. And I said, okay, so how do I still keep that same family spirit? Like when you walk in my shop, you feel like, hey, hi, how you doing? Everybody's hugging one another and all that. And he still said, it's from me. It's the same. I just have to be bigger. I have to allow myself to be bigger. And not those little things, the little petty tyrants that come in. I will see them. I will know it because I've gone through life with them. You know, you always have, you're going to have new petty tyrants on a different level. But now when they show up, so that love has to be bigger, that stand for righteousness of life, righteousness of God. It must be big in me. So, yeah, so that's where we're talking about. Where was it? But basically, we're talking about. It was saying think about things in your life and how your life has come. Think about like reflecting on why you are here. How did you get to where you are now? How did you get there? And so now creating this, how I'm going to creating the pathway, or I don't know if I want to say create, because yeah, I'm gonna say create. I'm gonna say create because I am, right? We are one, all of us. We are always in the creation mode. And I am very pleased with what's being created. I'm very pleased. And yeah, when I start babbling, then I know I'm really Grand Rising, Mama Head. I can't hear you, boo.
You on mute, babe.
Just give me a moment to raise this arm and put it over there on the button. Yeah. I'm so appreciative, and what you're talking about. Sometimes I say, somebody's got to be the petty tyrant. Somebody has to do it. I'm glad it ain't me.
Yeah.
It used to be me, but we all have our station in life. It's all good. You got to pass by these places so you'll know where you fit. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
They need petty tyrants. Need love too. They need some
right.
love.
Everybody.
Everybody want to be loved.
Everybody.
Everybody want to be loved.
And speaking of we are today, we are flowing today.
Yeah. Well, I did want to mention about winter solstice. I want to talk a little bit about winter
Yeah,
solstice.
good.
Grand rising, y'all.
Yeah, Grand Rising. Okay. So speaking about Grand Rising, what a Grand Rising it is. Okay. So, winter solstice is the shortest day. There's the least amount of sunlight. But the whole process of the winter solstice is, it's kind of like the death of all the old and the awakening and the rising of all anew. And so after the shortest day of the year, what happens? The daylight begins to increase and increase and increase. So I wanted to just read a little bit of a few things about it. And then also there's a meditation that I would love for us to do. I also wanted to talk a little bit about some of the things that I'm doing to partake in my winter solstice. And we can talk about that a little bit. So this past Thursday, the 21st, marked the first day of winter and the shortest day, least amount of sunlight of the year. So the sun set at 4:35 and it rose at 7:16 that day. But at 10:27 p.m., that was specifically the exact moment when the hemisphere was tilted as far away from the sun as possible. The sun is at its lowest arc across the sky. The Earth's tilt is likely the result of collisions with planets and other objects during the formation of the solar system billions of years ago, according to NASA. The winter solstice marks the day the sun is at its lowest arc across the sky. The date varies, but the most common is the 21st and 22nd each year. So hold on, let me get to the next piece. All right. So the significance of the winter solstice to our ancestors was probably a result of the fact that it marked the lengthening of days, leading to its reputation as a time of rebirth. Because of its significance, there are simply too many winter solstice celebrations and festivals to list. The first that springs into the minds of many is the Christian celebration of Christmas. But the birth of Jesus Christ was not always celebrated around the winter solstice. The adoption of December 25th was pioneered in 336 AD by Roman Emperor Constantine. Historians speculate that this was done by the emperor as a move to weaken established pagan celebrations that occurred around the winter solstice. The date wouldn't be accepted by the Eastern Empire for around another 500 years, and Christmas wouldn't become a major Christian festival until the 9th century. The remnants of these overshadowed pagan traditions remain in our Christmas celebrations. For instance, and according to the Free Dictionary, the Scandinavian Winter Solstice Festival, Feast of Jewel, involved of burning logs to symbolize the returning of the sun, giving rise to Christmas tradition of Yule. So this particular article is more just talking about the European traditions. Now we know we have some African traditions surrounding solstice too. So we got to make this information more available. I think we need to write more articles together and share more knowledge and put it out there so that we can, when we are doing our own research, we can find it easier and not always find things about European practices and everything. But I did want to mention that the winter solstice in this period of time where we are at the shortest day of the year, but also after that increasing sunlight. The reason why it doesn't automatically get warm is because what's called seasonal lag. So it's going to take a little time to warm up, and that's when we celebrate our spring time, our spring solstice, and everything is fun there. And then you can really celebrate the warmth of everything and the growth of everything. But right now we're talking about death and rebirth. And it's great that we were having this conversation today because we're talking about some of the things that we had to think about in our lives, reflect on, pivot from, change, remove. All of those things are important as we moved into new areas in our life. And so that's exactly what this time is for, which is exactly why it's the perfect time to tap into what it is you want in the new age of your life. This is a perfect time to reflect and write down how you want to change. Not because it's like, it's the new year. Now 2024 is new me. It's also this right now, before we even get into the new year, is a great time. This moment right now in this change, this actual death and rebirth happening period, this is a perfect time to make those changes and really set in stone what it is that you want for your life. So some things I'm doing before I go into this meditation, some things I'm doing, and I am working on being more consistent with each solstice in doing this, but I often fast. And your fast may be different, but depending on what you want to do. But my fast is more of, I'm removing excess sugars, I'm removing excess fatty foods. No, I'm not drinking from the 21st basically through the 25th. I'm eating a lot of green leafy vegetables. I'm actually about to make a juice. I have to text my sister and see where she put her juicer at. But I'm about to make a juice cleanse with some celery, with green apples, with oranges, with kale. I like to put dandelion leaf in there, but I couldn't find any at the Randazzles I was at, and so it's fine. I'm gonna be all right. Cucumber, lemon, and uh ginger, and what's that? Not pepper. What's the red? Not paprika. Why am I saying paprika? It's spicy. Cayenne pepper. Yes, yes, cayenne pepper. And the cayenne pepper is actually going to open up those blood vessels and allow that blood to flow. And so you can get all that nutrients and it can run through your body, cleanse you all out. I'm also going to be drinking hold on, I'm going to get it for you real quick. Look.
All the good stuff.
All that good stuff.
All the good stuff. I'm also going to be doing this intense detox tea, which I probably will mix with some other herbs, but I'm going to be using Cinepod. And when I say this will be an intense detox, my digestive system will be free flowing after drinking.
You will be close to the house.
Typical Cinepods.
You
Yes.
must not stray too far away from the bathroom, from the loo, when you take that.
Wait, what'd you say? Sorry, I missed it.
I say you must not stray too far from the loo once you take that.
Skip my loo. Yes.
Stacy said, what are Cinepods? I think she asked what are they?
Okay.
Oh, okay. So Cinepod, and I love looking up stuff so I can give more detail, because I can only speak from my experience. But if I can give you some more detail, that
Where'd you
will be
purchase
amazing. Amazon. I got mine off of Amazon, but it's I guess the company is called Birch and Meadow, but I got mine off of Amazon because I wanted to I didn't know where to find it. Okay, so Cinepods is clearly natural because it comes from an actual plant, but Senna is a fruit or leaf of a plant, Senna alexandrina. It is it is often used as a laxative or for short-term treatment of constipation. Senna contains many chemicals inside called senosides, and senosides irritate the lining of the bowel, which causes a laxative effect. It is used to treat constipation and also clear the bowel before procedures such as a colonoscopy. People use Senna for irritable bowel syndrome, hemorrhoids, weight loss, and many other conditions. They say that there's no good scientific evidence to support these uses, but I know that there are people in my life who have experienced using these for their health benefits. And so while I cannot recommend or prescribe that you use these, I am just suggesting that this can be an option for you. So this is what I'll be drinking. I'll add a few of my other herbs because I can't quite remember. I haven't had this in a while. I can't remember how it tastes exactly.
Hey, look at the screen, what she's showing, yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
What is that? Oh,
They're
that's what it looks
dried
like.
pods. They kind of look like pea pods, but they're just dried out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just steep them in some hot water and drink them, and they will do your body what it needs to do for your body. So, and a combination of changing my diet, drinking this juice that I'm making, this fruit, this green juice that I'm making, and taking in this tea, I'm doing a full detox because there's some things that need to just be released. There's some things that need to be cleansed out so I can start over in this new season of my life. So this is what my winter solstice consists of. I also want to be more consistent, especially during the solstices, but just in general with my movement practice and my meditation and my yoga and all of that. And while I am not showing anything today, as far as that's concerned, I did actually, patting myself on the back, I did sign up for yoga. I guess it's yoga classes, but it's technically also yoga certification. So it's like 200 hours and I can do it over time. So I'm going to be doing more of that so that I can really work on movement in my body during these solstices, along with my detox and my fast and all of that I'm doing, just to really reposition myself for the best of what's next. So I wanted to share that for the winter solstice. And before I do this meditation that I found, is there anyone who has a winter solstice practice that they'd like to share?
No, I don't.
Well, thank you, Stacey.
I have
My first time ever even hearing about a winter solstice. So I'm all ears and learning for the first time what it all entails. And I'm very inspired by it.
Yeah.
I want to share with like what you're saying, Stacy. When I moved down the shop, well, when I got the space down on Iron Street, and when I walked in, the other thing was I began to learn more cultural. Those type of people came into my life, um, all the mamas, from the church, it was always sister, 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 so and so, sister, so and so, our mother, so and so. But I began to then learn more about the cultural side, which is of me. And then with the Christian background, learning and opening up to how others are living and how other people are taught and were taught, and valuing everybody's and respecting everybody's walk. And then the cross training or teaching of what I understand this to be, and what, yeah, I remember when Queen Afua was here, and it was a beautiful, it was a beautiful experience that happened. You all know Queen Afua, you know of her, you know of her at least. Well, she had come in and we were moving her from one location at Jesse Brown's place, the Holistic Center. She was finished there and she wanted to do some more. So I said, well, come on, I have a shop, I have a space. And we went there. And she had this apron, and it had Queen Afua and stuff. And then I said, oh, I want one of them. And she looked, and it was like, oh no, you don't get this. and so anyway, I made a run home. I came back and she had put an apron. She had given me an apron, and she put it on the wall so that she said, when I come into the kitchen, she points over there, and I look and I see the apron, and I said, is that mine? I go over there, I touch it, and immediately went into tongues. Immediately.
Mm.
And B. Anthony was there, Peace was there and stuff. And when I So I go into speaking in tongues, and all that. And then it took on another. Remember, I was telling y'all about this. There's the first gear when I just start. And then there's a second gear, and then there's a fourth gear where you gone. You're in there. And so afterwards, she said, the ancestors, right? I said the Holy Spirit. And it was like, okay, so you say, how do you know? How do you know? But my understanding now is that we are all one. Call it whatever you want. Bottom line is it pure or is it not? There's the judgment. I can't receive it because it's from the Buddha book. I can't receive it because it's from the Bible. I can't receive it because it's from drumming. I can't receive it because blah, blah, blah. And it just now understanding that we are one, and God's expression is many, many, many. You can't even, there's many is not enough. The word many. And so, yeah, so that was a time where that was that time when I started learning more about my culture and more about different expressions of life and such,
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to share that.
Yeah.
I'm glad you did share that, Queen. When we, in some instances, we're told that God is everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
We're told that He's in all things. And then when we get older, we start, oh, but not here, or but not here. One of the one things that I really loved hearing is that if Jesus sat down at the table, He's sitting with Buddha. All of these entities are from the same story.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's a different language, there's different methods. But if we put all of that greatness together, I always think about, I don't know if I told you all before, my story of the Tower of Babel is Buddhism, is Vodun, is Ifa, is Christianity, is Catholicism, Judaism, all of this. So I'm like, it's just, they're the same story broken down in different languages.
Yeah.
Let me say similar, because same just don't quite work. So similar stories across cultures.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. The solstice. Now, I haven't done it every time, but I know Mama Shu, we used to do a gathering for the solstice where we planted what we do here. You take your desires and your passions and whatever it is, your goals, you take them and you plant them, or we put them on a piece of paper and burn them and send them into the ether. But this is the time when a lot of gardeners do some bulbing right now. Put the stuff in the earth, and when it's springtime, boop, there's some plants that go in now. So for the solstice, to prepare to have it, if you will, incubation period while it's cold and whatnot. I just read about the queen bee. She stays in the ground during the winter. They said that's why we should leave our leaves alone. The leaves help cover the ground and protect. Now, what I like to do is I rake mine and put them up against the house to help bury against the water and the snow. But they said leave the leaves alone because that is some bugs that are, that have work to do, that live in that environment, because usually, we have the glitter right now. I don't say the other word. I like to call it glitter because it's shiny. That's what I'm doing. This is a new culture from Mama Hat, glitter. And so you won't even see the leaves, but they say you're supposed to leave the leaves alone. And they ain't bothering me. I know every once in a while one think it's got a few of them, the seeds and the leaves think they have to come in my house. I just send them right back on, going back outside now. Your work is not in here, But with the winter solstice, yeah, Mama Shu used to gather us and have us do a ritual. I can't wait to. I don't know, Lolly, if you're ready. I don't know, Mama Evelyn, I don't know if you had anything to share because I'm ready for this meditation when y'all are. Okay.
Okay. No, I just wanted to say that I was leaving the leaves alone long before I knew you're supposed to leave the leaves alone because you never raked any leaves. And they
We
just
just rake them to play in them. That's all we do.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Before I know I'm adding more things, but real quick,
Yes.
before I go into this meditation, I do also want to read one more thing because I was able to find some information about the Kemetic approach to winter solstice,
Okay.
which Kemet, you think of East Africa, ancient East Africa more specifically, before the likes of Egypt. Kemet is mother. It's part of our actual ancestral history. And so there are organizations and groups and traditions that are stemmed in Kemetic spirituality. And so I found someone who actually wrote thank you to them for sharing this on the public internet. They shared something about it. So I'll just read a little bit so you can hear a little bit about the Kemetic approach to winter solstice, and then we'll get into the meditation. So this person says, since I follow a Kemetic shamanic path, winter solstice has a more profound meaning to me. One related to the Kemetic concept of Ra, Shu, and Tefnut. Ra, or Ra, in the Kemetic life force, or Chi energy, is symbolized as the sun. Shu is the Kemetic version of the Chinese Yang, and it represents activity, light, warmth, heat, aggression, etc., and is anthropomorphized as masculine energy. Okay, so Shu, masculine energy, heat, aggression, light, warmth. Okay, gotta. All right. Shu's sister, Tefnut, is the Kemetic version of the Chinese yin. So we're talking about like yin and yang. So we have Shu and Tefnut. Okay. Boom. Make sure we hear. All right. And she represents receptivity, darkness, coolness, water, passivity, etc. Since the sciatic relationship of good versus evil does not exist in ancient African thinking, Shu is not the symbol of good and Tefnut is not the symbol of either, or vice versa. Rather, good and evil in Kemetic thinking is a balance and imbalance. In other words, too much and too little of a thing is considered evil, while good is considered balanced. So the focus is on the balance, not bad good. It's what's the balance. All right. Therefore, the winter solstice is considered the most Tefnut day of the year, thus signifying that the Ra energy is trying to establish balance. The entire event on the Ma'ankh is overseen by Amun-Ra, thus making winter solstice a time of rebirth, hence the return of the light, or actually the heralding of receiving of Amun-Ra, or the hidden invisible Ra, according to the story of Ra Oset. Okay. And Ra is life force, by the way, just a reminder. So the return of life, and we're balancing in the life force, the returning of this life force. Awesome. So just moving forward. Therefore, winter solstice is a period of rebirth and nourishment for our soul. It is during this time that we naturally tend to physically slow down and conduct most of our activities indoor because we have less daylight and more warmth inside. It is also during this time of year that we also tend to emotionally move inward and reflect on past events that occurred during the year. See, we're talking about it, y'all. As we prepare for the upcoming year, it is a natural during this time of year to reflect inward on our health, relationship, careers, dreams, and more. Make New Year's resolutions by asking how you can improve your life and others. So on the 21st, some of the things that would be good would be to eat dark foods, nice dark leafy vegetables. I did that, yay. Woo woo. And also, you can write a list of things that you want to achieve in the upcoming year and place them on your altar. December 22nd, which is today, right? Today's the 22nd. Yes. Okay. So we can ritualize this day by writing a list of the obstacles that we need to overcome and barriers that we must break through to achieve our goals. Then place them again on our altars. This is a great time to ask for protection, good health, vitality, and strength for all of our loved ones. Tomorrow, it might be good to write a list of things we're willing to give up in order to achieve our goals for the upcoming year. And again, you can place that on your altar. On the 24th, it says light, symbolizing the hidden Ra, who oversees our ancestors, the spirit guides, source, spirit, God. Okay, we're acknowledging that rebirthing and renewed energy. You can decorate the space with bright colors, yellow, and eat yellow foods, light foods. And you can also imagine. This is where you're imagining. Remember? Okay, Queen of Aduni, this is imagining coming in. See? All right. Imagine how your goal will improve the life of everyone. So that's what you can do on the 24th. You can imagine. Okay. And then on the 25th, listen, you light your candle and all the requests and everything that you wrote, everything, you can burn that. Imagine the results for your goals for the upcoming year, and you can be grateful. All right. So now that we are there, this is something to think about. What I'll do is I'll share this article in the group chat too, so y'all can come back and look at it, because I think that was helpful. I love when we could find some information on how we celebrate ancestrally. You know what I'm saying? It just helps us connect just a little more.
Right.
You know.
Right.
All right. So this is this meditation. Actually, I wanted to play a little music behind it. So if I could have the power, that would be great. Feel free to relax, because if you need to relax, this is your time. This is literally the time where we go in and we relax.
I'm about to go get on the couch. Set myself up for the
Yes. So this is a winter solstice meditation from darkness to light is what it's called. It's a very creative meditation, very vivid, imaginative meditation. So take it how you take it. I'm gonna share a little bit of background music just to get us started. And then I will go. All right. Sharing my sound. All right. I'm only going to play it lightly because I want to make sure y'all hear the actual meditation. All right. All right. So welcome to this winter solstice meditation. The winter solstice marks the longest night and shortest day of the year. Since ancient times, this has been seen as a powerful time for inner reflection, renewal, and connecting to the cyclic nature of the seasons. Make yourself comfortable in a quiet space where you can relax completely without interruption. Allow your eyes to gently close as you take a few deep, calming breaths. Release any tension or negativity that you may be carrying. Open your heart and mind to receive whatever insights this solstice journey has to offer you. When you are ready, let my voice guide you on a visualization into the transformative power of the winter night. As the sun sinks lower in the sky and the nights grow long, you feel the ancient pull of the winter solstice. Make yourself comfortable and allow your body to relax into the enveloping darkness. Take a deep, slow breath in through your nose, sensing the cool air enter your body. Exhale softly through your mouth, releasing tension. With each inhale, feel your body becoming heavier, sinking into the surface below you. With each exhale, any tightness melts away. Continue breathing deeply as you focus on relaxing each part of your body. Start by softening your facial muscles. Smooth out your forehead. Relax your jaw and the area around your eyes. Feel the tension release from your neck and shoulders as they gently sink down. Unclench your stomach and back muscles. Let them soften. Relax your arms and legs. Feel them become heavy and limp. As darkness falls on the year's longest night, your whole body is relaxed and at ease. The seasons turning stirs your soul, whispering of reflection, renewal, and new beginnings. Set your intention for this journey. What do you seek or hope to manifest? Hold this in your mind as your guide. In the distance, you see the warm, welcoming glow of firelight. As you draw nearer, you find yourself at the threshold of an ancient stone circle, flanked by towering oak trees. You join a silent procession, walking slowly between the massive standing stones. The firelight casts dancing shadows across weathered rock, colored silver by moonlight. You take your place around the fire, surrounded by your ancestors. The smoke carries scents of pine and cedar, maybe sage, maybe Palo Santo, maybe fragrance. You add your voice to the low rhythmic chanting and singing. You feel connected to those who have gathered here through the ages. As you are there, you find a seat before the fire and you close your eyes and you turn your focus within. Your breath deepens as you journey inward. You walk along a quiet, snow-covered path in the forest. The soft crunch of your footsteps is the only sound. Snowflakes twirl through the cold, crisp air, landing on your hair and shoulders. The path opens to a moonlit field. You spread your arms, turning your face to the night sky as you slowly spin. Your feet whispering through the deep blanket of snow and ground. Above you, the universe, stars flickering. In this moment, make a silent wish or an intention for the coming year. Make a silent wish or intention for the coming year. Know that you walk this path alongside your ancestors. Through seasons change, the wheel continues to turn. And when you're ready, you return your awareness back to the stone circle, to the warmth of the fire coming out from within. You offer up gratitude for the stillness and space for reflection that the solstice has provided. As darkness envelops you on the longest night of winter, know that the light will soon return. For now, soak in the silent mystery and wisdom that the darkness offers. Listen to the seeds stirring deep within you, ready to emerge with the coming light. Honor this sacred pause in the cycle of life. Let stillness and darkness be your teachers. As the old year ends and the new year begins, consider what you are ready to leave behind. Reflect on lessons learned, hardships overcome, and ways you have grown in the past year. Then look ahead to the blank canvas being offered. How will you fill it? What do you hope to call in, to create, to heal, or manifest in the coming seasons? Hold this intention close through the night ahead. When the first rays of dawn finally break, take a moment to give thanks. Light your candle from the solstice fire. This tiny flame represents the return of the sun and the promise of longer days. Cup this light in your hands as you exit the stone circle, carrying it out into the world. Let it kindle your own inner light, igniting passion, creativity, and purpose. Take time throughout the year to reconnect to the potent energy of renewal and rebirth the winter solstice provides. Visualize the first stirrings of new life beneath the frozen earth. Know that even in the deepest, darkest times, light persists and emerges again. We each hold an ember of this sacred solstice fire in our souls. As the wheel turns, trust in the cyclic nature of life's seasons. Darkness gives way to light. Endings sow seeds for new beginnings. And though the path may wind through shadowy forests, your inner light illuminates the way forward. Emerge renewed and brightened from this night. Like a flame dancing resiliently through life's seasons, death and rebirth, darkness and light, eternal and entwined. As the silence of this magical night deepens, speak your intentions aloud to seal their power. The words hang crystallized in the cold air, ready to energize purposeful action when the sun returns. Bid farewell to the standing stones, the ancients who have weathered so many turns of the wheel. Express gratitude for your ancestors' guiding presence. Your candle's flickering flame lights the path back through the sleeping forest. Retrace your steps, your footsteps soft and steady in the snow. The darkness of winter envelops you like a warm blanket, comforting in its mystery. You need not fear the unknown when you carry an ember of solstice light within. Back in the field, pause once more to absorb the silent majesty of this lunar night. Bathe in the ivory glow of moonbeams kissing the snow. Inhale the earthy aromas of pine needles and wood smoke. Cherish each shimmering moment, savoring stillness before the return of motion. As the first tentative rays of sunrise begin creeping above the horizon, close your eyes. Visualize the light growing and spilling across the bleak midwinter landscape. Imagine darkness dissolving, icy shadows retreating. The promise of renewal stirs deep within you in tandem with the awakening earth. What seeds will you nurture in the growing light? What dreams will you tend to blossoming? What seeds will you nurture in the growing light? What dreams will you tend to blossoming? Think about it for a moment. And when you are ready, gently open your eyes. Feel the warm glow of your small candle flame, and know that you carry the light of solstice within you always. May you welcome the return of the sun with an open heart and spirit of optimism. Reflect again on the intentions you set this night and move forward into the lengthening days, fueled by purpose, hope, and inner light. As we conclude the meditation, gently allow your awareness to return back to the present moment. Breathe, wiggle your fingers and toes. Reach your arms overhead as you awaken your body. And when you feel ready, open your eyes if you haven't already. Feel calm and present and revitalized. And carry this magic with you. It's reminders of renewal and light within darkness. Honor its lessons and gifts throughout the coming season. May your inner light illuminate your way forward into the new year. Move bravely and intentionally towards your highest aspirations. And know that you can return to this place of deep reflection whenever you need guidance or renewal.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh, it's phenomenal, Larry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm feeling revitalized. I am.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay. So now that we've done our meditation, I just want to know, where is everyone feel? What are we feeling? What are some of those dreams that we're going to be blossoming? What are some of those seeds we're nurturing in the growing light?
Hmm.
I know for me, something I mentioned, and I mentioned this, what was this, yesterday or the day before? Maybe it was Wednesday. No, it might have been yesterday. I mentioned opening up my throat chakra this year, this upcoming year, opening up my throat chakra and allowing myself to really truly express myself in a way where, of course, I'm respectful, but I'm unapologetic in what I have to say. And that's going to require a different mindset, is going to require a mindset change. So I'm letting go of the timid approach, the passive approach that I can sometimes have. I need to find that balance that we were speaking of before. We're talking about the comedic spirituality of the winter solstice and that balance. It's not that me sometimes being more timid is a bad thing, or that me being more aggressive in what I have to say is a good thing or a bad thing. It's I have to find the right balance so that I can make sure that I am confident in what I have to say and that I've said it, and that I can really feel like I am truly expressing who it is that I am and what it is that I need to share, because we all have a message to share. And if we are too timid to share it, that message doesn't come out. So that's something for me. I'm planting that seed, but also, I'm also planting seeds for other things like financial abundance. I think we all are. That's something that we all are, I think. I don't know. Maybe somebody in here isn't, but yeah. Yes, indeed. All right. Anybody have any seeds that they are planting for the new year? What's being birthed? Or what is dying? Either or is fine. We got death and rebirth. It's all a part of the process.
Stacy said health and wealth.
Yes. Thank you, Stacy.
And now that you've opened up the door a little more, because I don't know, when I do meditations, I tend to be the one who may walk to the left or to the right or over and under or whatever. But when you just said, when you balanced it with planning or letting go or the death of, I thought about my parents and how I haven't seen their faces, but I see them every day.
Mhm. Mhm.
And when I felt like that, I was laying out and open and I balled up into fetal position. And then after I had the complete thought, I said, now turn back over and open back up. And that's basically it. I'm thankful for the seeds that they planted and the things that they instilled in me. And at the same time, I've had a daughter now, and how she pours back into me,
Mm.
and that is just phenomenal. And I remember right after I had her, I was like, this is my baby. But then God was like, she's for the world. She's not just for you. And that was really a profound thought to have, to give birth to nurture and be the incubation space for another life, and know that she's not mine. That was something. So that balance of, it would be giving and giving and receiving. That would be mine, to be more open to giving. That's something that my parents poured into me, and that's what I know greatest to do, but also giving to myself.
Yeah,
So that would be mine. That would be my balance.
I love that. I love that.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Lolly, for pushing this. I mean, not pushing. Thank you for encouraging this moment and helping
ah,
it.
I love that. I love that for you. I love that for us.
Yeah.
And yes, your daughter, she is a very talented young lady, and the world must know. The world must know. So I know, that's it's like it would be great for you to keep her for yourself. Then we wouldn't have her I'm a piano DJ skills all over the world. Okay. So, you know, but
Mama hit,
I love that. Go ahead, Mama Evelyn.
Mama hit, your face will go on.
Just in that instance, the ones that I miss are the ones that I see. You know, we get so caught up in this, this physical, the bobo skadita daddle. But thank God for spirit. Thank God for spirit. Thank God for spirit.
You know, I don't want to, I'm not going to beat up on myself. And I'm thinking, what have I been waiting for? But I said, I made the decision Saturday night. I said, I am going to keep my word and move more and get my energy up to do the things that I keep, you know, accumulating things to do. You know? And yeah, so and Danielle, God bless her. She will call, I tell you, she calls me randomly. She said, Mama Evelyn, doing weights, weight training. You don't mean to bulk up, but you need to keep the muscle. I said, okay, Danielle. But I know my time is to get up early and meditate, because once I get going with my day, it must be done early in the morning, first thing for me, and then start doing everything else. So I'm gonna see what my plan has, where I can do some weights and do some walking. I just want to do some strolling around the track and ease myself into it, and definitely some stretching. I'm stretch it out. Yeah, and by the time, I'm just gonna say it, I want a birthday party next year.
Okay. Put it out there. Yes.
There it is.
Yep.
You want one next year? You said next year?
Yeah. This, because I will be 70 next year.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's on. It's on. We got a whole year to plan it.
And I gotta put the video up, because and I'm gonna say, this is what 70 looks like with you and Mama Nawili, and y'all was up there dancing. I said, yeah, this is what 70 looks like, y'all.
And we've had some awesome and incredible teachers. I'm like, yes, because baby, 50s.
Mm.
It's like I'm telling people, I'm telling sisters, like, it's like toddler, adolescent. It's like you get to start over. It's a starting over point, and to watch you all be so glorious in these 79. Now, we was like, I'm not talking about the number. Even though we were with her last year, she said, I'm not mentioning the number. But baby, let me tell you, we have had some incredible teachers. How you all have walked into this. Women crush at 40. Women of non-melanation, they freak out at 40. They're like, oh my God. They're like, I don't know if I don't know what it is. It don't even matter. But I know these 50s and watching the 70s, I'm like, listen, I'm patiently ready.
Yeah, patiently. Right.
Because you all are doing it. Y'all doing it.
So what I had can share is that I'm claiming the and will do what it takes, okay, for a sound mind, a sharp mind,
Yes.
Mhm.
and a strong mind.
Yes.
I have 3 for each one. A flexible body, a strong body, and a healthy body. And that my life will be intentional, open, and discerning. Those are the words that I got through the meditation.
And we're just gonna all adopt those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited
Yeah.
because this winter solstice really just I think it puts me ahead of the game because everybody else is going to be like, oh, it's the first. Let me write down what I want to do this year. And I've already been putting in the efforts to spend some time to think about how I want to be renewed this year and revitalized for the year. And I'm very much so excited. I'm excited for the year. Some people, I'm grateful to even be in the space to say that, to be in a mental health space to say that and everything, because some people are like, another year, you know? And to those people, I pray that they find their peace within themselves and within their lives. And I pray that they find the right community to help them navigate this journey.
Yeah.
But as for me, I'm very grateful for this next year because I know it gives me another fiscal year opportunity to do so many more and to really be a part of my passion and really be a part of my purpose. And like I always say, really create value. So I'm appreciative of this time of just quiet. It's funny because every year around this time we wrap up at my job and then they have a staff get together, and I always am fasting, so I can never partake in any of the beverages.
Right.
They're like, "You always fasting?" It's like, and then it's like, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It's just, this is important to me, okay? The other
Right.
300, however many other days I have in a year, I do what I want, and I gotta have some discipline for this moment right here
Yes.
because it's symbolic, okay? So just you drink for
Look,
me.
water can be your drink. It can be your
Yep.
bubble. You can shake it up and make it have bubbles. You can put cucumbers and whatever in it. So yes, Lolly, your drink can be your drink and be
Yep.
water. Like the
Yep. Or a
stars
ginger
told
shot.
us.
I'm gonna take a ginger shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. A little ginger shot. Turmeric, a little something.
Look, you should tell them to try. Maybe they should taste. Maybe you should. Maybe you should take a bottle of your drink, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and give everybody a splash.
I should. I just gotta find my
We can
sister's
make
juicer. I'm
we
gonna do
can
it.
make the lolly. You can have the lolly, decorate your bottle, whatever, and take it to the party. Say, this year you all are going to share a special drink, and it is the lolly elixir, whatever. And give them just a splash. They can only have a splash.
Yeah, that's a good idea. No, that's a good idea because I need to make my juice anyway, and I got an extra bottle. That might be I might be able to do that.
I like how you dressed it up. It could be juice, but it also could be water. When Isis was little, I made up this little joke called juice water or water juice. And the children would come over and they say, Mama, what you got to drink? I said, juice water or water juice. I said, I think water juice is better, but juice water might be a little, you might like that one better because I like water juice. And they were like, but Mama, this is water. I said, yeah. And they sit there like, I don't understand. It's water juice or juice water. It's your imagination what it is, but the base is water. You can dress it up however you want it to taste if you have a good imagination. I'll be blowing the kids' minds. They be like, Mama, what's she talking about?
That's probably gonna be me with my future children.
You gotta
What's
be
the name of
crafty
that stuff
because
again, Lolly?
Which thing? The pods?
Yeah, pods. What is it?
Oh, okay. So the Cinepods are the detox laxative effect plant herb.
Okay.
Yes. And then the green juice, you can make a green juice however way you like, but green leafy vegetables, cucumbers,
Yeah.
green apples, oranges.
Yeah.
The apples and the oranges give it the little bit of sweetness that you need, so you don't have to add nothing extra. The
Oh, you mean
ginger,
like a
all that.
juicer bullet, or do you have a juicer that juices whatever? If you put the whole apple in there, or
Yeah, my sister got an actual juicer the other day, which is hilarious because she does this like every year and then doesn't use it. So I end up taking it and using it, which I'm fine. It's fine. It's like buying me a juicer. So she has an actual juicer, but I do a combination because I like to use like the bullet, whatever I got, whatever I think the NutriBullet, I think is what I have. I like to use that for like my leafy vegetables or my ginger. I personally just like, well, the juicer I can use for the ginger, I think. I haven't used hers yet, so I'm not sure. But some things are just easier to blend and other things are easier to juice. So it kind of depends. And I just strain it out if I need to or keep it. Sometimes I just keep the remnants and those are good too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not tasty, but they're good for your body. Yes.
Can I share?
Yeah.
Of course.
yes.
I saw something during the meditation.
Are you going to come on camera?
If I come on camera, I have to come down there with you. You want me to come down there?
No, go
Yes.
ahead.
Her camera doesn't work.
Yeah, you can,
It
but
doesn't
go
work.
ahead. Mm-hmm.
When we came to the circle of rocks, there is a circle of rocks, and then there is one big tall rock in the middle. And so I heard the Holy Spirit say, I want you to go inside this rock. And I'm thinking, why would I go inside the rock? However, I did it. I went inside, and so that's when the Holy Spirit said that some people are trapped inside a rock like this, and you got to go in there and get them. And then the Holy Spirit said, I am inside this rock with them. So when you come in here to get them, you will not be alone. And then the Holy Spirit said, now, in order for them to break out of this rock, that is something that they have to do themselves. You're just in here to help them to break out. And so that is what I saw.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think for a
So the
lot of
good
people,
thing is that they're not inside the rock alone.
yeah.
Mhm.
God is in there with
Mm,
them.
I like that.
Yeah. I've heard people say, go into a space or I mean an actual location, and they say, God ain't in here. I'm like, wait a minute, God is everywhere. God is everywhere.
Mhm. You might not commune with God in that space, but
Exactly. But that's that footprint
Mm.
because I'm holding you. That's why you don't know. And yeah. So wait a minute, God don't pick, I'm not going over there because they are this, or because this is happening, there's war. God has to be in the midst. And because now understanding that we are all one, there's nowhere where God is not,
True.
because it would not exist. Yeah. So
yeah.
anyway, this is wonderful day today. And this was good. And I got
Mhm.
notes, sound mind. Um, there was something that was going to be put in the chat, local.
Oh yes, the comedic. Hold on, let me see this. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put this in this chat, and then I have to send it to myself so I can put it in the WhatsApp as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
Queen,
yeah, but
thank you for keeping our teacher to her word. Cause Stacy was like, I need my lessons, please and thank you.
you
Rev.
Yes.
got
Hey
it.
Rev.
See, I'm gonna hit it so it shows up on my, okay, now I come back to y'all. Thank you.
Yep.
Check it out. Grand Rising Rev. I know you can't
Hey,
find the meditation, so hallelujah, hallelujah,
Yeah.
hallelujah. Okay, so ladies, I need your Kwanzaa guess. Because it needs to go up now.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And make a really good. Oh, wait. Because I'm
I
a
was gonna ask, was there a template? Did,
no, just do your thing.
we
Nothing.
still have, I
You
might
can
still
hate
have
it.
that one from last year too.
Oh, okay. Here it is. Here it is. Share. So I'll be putting this up. I wanted to wait until after we did this show to put it up for
Okay, cool.
Kwanzaa.
All right.
And uh um and I finally got my cover.
Your what?
This is the cover, the album cover.
I can't see it.
Oh,
It's not.
Oh,
Okay.
wait.
Oh, wait. I guess I have to,
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I know it covered up your flyer. That's what the
Yeah. Can, can you see it now?
Oh, look
Mm.
at that's cute. Look at honey, when you look at that kiss, you look at that kiss.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Because everybody
it.
loved. And then there's this, can you see this? This is so, wait, hold on, because it's so precious. And I saw this on, okay.
You talking about the emoji kiss with the hearts?
No, you got to see this particular thing. It's so beautiful.
Okay.
And she has a series. You
oh
see-
yeah. I've seen those.
Oh my,
I
Oh,
love
Takesha
them.
Brown.
so she has, I had put them somewhere. I'm going to pull them out, but it shows her looking in the mirror and of her child, and this is her adult. This is her mirror of herself as a child
Okay,
and
got
what
you.
she went through and stuff. And it's a series. It's
Okay.
beautiful. I'm gonna make sure I have it up for next. Lakeisha Brown is her name.
Is it
Yeah.
Lakeisha or Takisha?
Takisha, Takisha Brown.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen them on Facebook. They're
I've never
fabulous.
You're fabulous. Yes,
seen.
yes, 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 yes.
Not gonna have enough
Wow.
wall space for all the pictures because I mean it's just they're yeah, healing
Yeah,
child.
yes, yes.
Healing that child. That is beautiful. Oh,
Yep. Okay. Well,
No.
yes. I just want to throw this out there that what my thoughts are for February, which was the conception of Elizabeth, is that we would do something online, every day for an hour. That's what I was doing after you know, after we were shut down. It was very good. And then do something on that weekend where we physically all come together. So if we could think on that wise, so that we can, and not in the morning, we would still be doing the morning show, but we would do those things in the evening so that more people, sisters and brothers, can come together and have different discussions. So we don't have to have, it's for all Elizabeth, so male and female. Mm-hmm.
Elijah's. I'm Elizabeth Elijah's.
And then we still need to talk to Baba Malik about the space.
Space. He's been
Yeah.
doing tours. I need to get
Okay.
on schedule for a tour. I want to go see.
Yeah. 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 Tell us. Yeah.
I'll hit him up.
Mm-hmm. And then we can go over there and look at that, and that's going to be awesome to support and have that space. I don't know. Anyway, any announcements about what's happening this weekend we need to know about?
no.
Nothing in
I just go cooking and cooking.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well,
Bobby, you Christmas Day, is it Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? You said you have an event next week, right?
Oh, yeah, Christmas Day. There's an event, Christmas Day that night, but not, but um, I'm not sure the type. I mean, it's at the
You'll
Shadow Gallery. But it's a later event, so I'm assuming the crowd for this is going to be a little bit more young and rambunctious, but maybe not. I don't know. It's some cool artists, some cool singers, and a few cool rappers who are going to be there. So I
Mm-hmm.
really
So
don't know
the
what to
Shadow
expect.
Gallery is in Eastern Market, right? On I forgot what. I rolled by there. I said, this is it with the nice windows
Mm-hmm.
leading up to Orleans.
I honestly don't know. I have
Oh,
not been there yet.
okay.
Mama
I
Head,
think it's
aren't you guys isn't Baba playing somewhere at the or did I miss that?
that was last night. That was Spotlight. That's why our sister was getting up when the body was like, okay, I'm gonna let you unfold now, cause when I tell you we danced, we danced, we danced.
Oh man, I meant to be there.
Child.
I love his music. And then when I saw your daughter doing it, and I said, yes, yes, yes.
I
It's
saw Mama
mind
Hay
blowing.
yesterday.
You
I
know,
wasn't supposed to be there. Actually, I was supposed to be. Well, I was there, so I was supposed to be there. But I was intending on going somewhere else, and I was all dressed up for the event. And I guess I got there too late because they reached capacity very fast, and I
Right.
couldn't even go in. And I was waiting
Ah,
for an hour, and my friends were like, "Just come meet us at
listen,
Spotlight."
that solstice had you come to us, because I'm gonna tell you, it was on the flyer that they were supposed to start at 8. They didn't start when you said the time. That's why I ran out of here to go look at my calendar. because the solstice happened at 10 something. That's why they didn't go on until they were supposed to go on. It was right at that dog. Oh my God. All in divine order. Y'all better, if y'all don't know about it, you better know about it. It come with a watch too. It's got a watch and everything. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's called divine order right there.
Yeah, it's
See
right
the
there.
bands? See the bands?
Mm-hmm.
I have who did I get that from? I have that watch that says now.
Oh my
Now.
gosh. That
Now.
Mama Evelyn.
Now.
Mama Evelyn.
Now.
Well, I was gonna make a clock like that. That's still my intention to make a clock that says.
Yeah. I have
I
a
want to put.
that I got from.
I know
don't
it's time, but I
where.
just want to say this.
And
I
I
love
really
that
showed
Sheila.
it to
I want one. I want one of those. I want one.
No, I don't know where. Yep.
You gonna make it?
I think
Look,
I really showed it on the show.
Yeah,
oh,
Now,
maybe. Yeah, I think I had that.
but
yeah.
Mama Evelyn, I just want to say you've been cleaning out because you've been releasing things. So I just want to show that you are releasing things. You're doing good because you got stuff coming to me, and I'm gonna make something. So you're doing good releasing your things. As long as we keep creating, these houses they will start to shed. So that's all. That's it.
Yeah. I sent you your wood circles. They're in a recycled
Yeah.
Home Depot
Mhm.
package.
I can't
So
wait to get my.
it's coming.
I can't wait to get my package. My package.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it should be there in the next couple of days. It should.
It's probably
I
gonna be
mean,
here
it's just
today.
going in the city.
Yeah, it's only a day in the city.
And remember, color purple.
Yes.
Color purple. That's
Yeah.
So when y'all going? When y'all going?
I'm
When
going
are
on.
we going?
That's my Christmas gift to myself by myself.
That's right. Yes, ma'am.
Ah,
Look now.
yes, yes, yes. And well, let me just put the spirit of that. You don't when you go in and somebody talks through the whole thing, or they, doing, they're loud and stuff, and you just want to move. Okay, so I'm gonna clean my space around that.
My mother used to like to go early in the morning. She said, "Don't be nobody." She would be the only person in the theater. She told me I couldn't go with her. I said, "I don't have to sit with you." She said, "Absolutely not." No.
That's my time. All right. Rev, we are sending strength and flexibility,
Safe travels.
natural vision of where your space is, that everything falls in right there. Yes, right there. And once you're done, you're at peace. Okay.
Okay.
And we thank you for all the help that's coming for you to help you to get this job complete. Ashe. All right, give yourself a big hug. Loctician, hug yourself too. And then give the whole world a hug. And sprinkle all the wonderful things in the what's that, fragility or whatever, that flexibility for your fingers, loctician. I got you in my heart. Yes, and shake it. Peace out. Have a wonderful weekend.
Okay. Love you guys.
Love you. Absolutely. Yeah.